Welcome to the mid-chapter update for FragPunk Season 2, Chapter 1. Hey guys, Nightfall here, and you heard it right. It seems like FragPunk is taking a page out of Marvel Rivals' book and giving us updates at every halfway point through the chapter instead of just breaking the season down into two separate chapters. So now it looks like we're going to have Season 2, Chapter 1, Season 2, Chapter 1.5, Season 2, Chapter 2, and potentially a Season 2, Chapter 2.5. Now, at this point, we're unsure if we're going to get a new Lancer with Chapter 2 and Chapter 2.5. That remains to be seen. But I'm not here to talk about what's coming in Season 2, Chapter 2. I'm here to talk about what's coming in just 3 days. Now, right now, I am in a test server of FragPunk. And before I go any further, just a huge shout out to the team for giving us access to this so we can get a first-hand look at this and get our hands on the new Lancer and the new cosmetics that you're going to be able to play in-game. And when I say play, I don't mean you're just going to be able to run around and shoot people and play with the guns. No, you're going to be able to play the instruments. But more on that in a second. We start here in the lobby screen where you can see that there is new lobby art, and I'll go from left to right. We have new skins for 5 different Lancers. On the left, we have Nitro, which I think everybody's going to love this Nitro skin. Everybody's been waiting for some kind of a skin like this for her. To her right, we have the new Lancer, Aura. In the middle, we have the lead vocalist of this band is Sonar. Next to her is Hollow Point, and on the far right is Kismet. Now, I am still a little salty that Zephyr wasn't included in this girl band, but she did just get the Battle Pass skin, so I guess I can't be all that mad. But these skins look amazing, and this new lobby art is really cool, and the only thing that's a little disappointing to me is I wish this lobby art would have been animated to some extent. Maybe have the lights flashing or something, or maybe have them moving around a little bit or strumming the instruments. I don't know, but it is a cool lobby art nonetheless. And before I dive into the actual skins, the one thing I want to show you is that you can actually customize the lobby, which you probably all already knew this, but there's a new tab. We can now change the music. We can go back to the closed beta theme music. We can go back to Season 1 music, or we can stick to the Season 2 music. Cool little update there, but let's go ahead and get into the part that everybody wants to see, the Tidal Fury Lancer bundle. So in this bundle, you're going to get 5 Lancer skins. So let's go ahead and look at the upgrades that you can get. You can turn her into a more, I guess, traditional cowboy outfit with the apparent jeans and brown look, or you can go with an orange or a blue and purple or a pink and white. And level 2 will unlock some sunglasses for her hat, as well as a nice arm ornament here that is a piano or keyboard. Moving on to Hollow Point, it is much of the same. You can change the color, and level 2 will unlock again a pair of sunglasses for her hat and an arm ornament for her. This one is the guitar, and if you haven't figured it out yet, the arm ornament looks like it just corresponds with whatever instrument they're playing in the band that they're all in. Now let's take a look at the new Lancer, Aura, and you can see she has a few different color variations as well. And then level 2, she is going to get sunglasses, which actually don't go on her hat like the other ones. These actually go on her face. And then she will also have another guitar arm ornament as well. And now we look at probably my favorite and a lot of people's favorite, Kismet. And again, she has a few different color variations here as well. And you'll notice that this one kind of has her leggings torn up a little bit more than the other ones. I don't know if that's intended, but it kind of goes with the color scheme. Level 2 for her gives her the sunglasses on her forehead and a drum kit arm ornament. And then moving on to the final one is Sonar, and she gets a whole ass cape. And this one looks like she is a vampire. This is fire. Like, this is the best Sonar skin, hands down. And I don't even like Sonar, but she has a couple color options here. You know, the cape changes colors, but I mean, this one is by far and away the best. The cape is very translucent, My only hope is that things like this cape do get hidden when you turn on that setting to hide non-competitive skin elements, and that this one's not bugged like the Cyber Saint skin came out for Kismet was. But the level 2 will give her sunglasses that she actually does wear, and then her arm ornament is a microphone. Moving on to some of the other stuff here, you get a cover, you get a nice background, you get a nice name card, you get the lobby art, which I already showcased previously, and then you get a sticker for each Lancer. This is Kismet's, this is Sonar's, here's Hollow Point, this one is Aura, and this one is Nitro, probably the cutest of all the stickers here. But this is an amazing bundle, but it doesn't stop here. If you don't want all this extra stuff and you just want the Lancer skin bundles, you could do that. You can buy the Lancer skin bundles, but buying the Lancers individually also give you their weapon skin for their instrument. And if you don't want to buy them separately, you can buy all of the weapons in their own bundle. So we can see here that this one is a skin for the Resolver, which doesn't really bode well for potential Resolver nerf with this update, because if they nerf the Resolver, it's going to cause less sales for this particular weapon skin. But I still hope they heard us and know that we need these nerf. The next is a Discipline skin, which I don't know if I'll really be using this one. I kind of like my Phantom Fleet one, but this one is pretty cool. Then we have the keyboard here, which would go with Nitro, and this one is for the Meat Maker. We have our Vicious skin, which actually turns into a microphone, which we'll look at here in a minute. And then we have our Blitzer skin, and this is just a pair of drumsticks. Despite it only showing one here, it is actually two. So before I hop into the training base and show you what more of these skins actually do, let's go over some of the preview upgrades where you can customize the color option. And then level 2 here will let you change the, I don't know what those are called, the tuning pieces. I know it tunes the strings. I'm not a musician by any means, but then we move on to the Discipline skin, and it's the same thing here. You get color options. And number 2, this one actually changes your whammy bar down here at the bottom. Now moving on to the Meat Maker skin. This one again, color options. Have some yellows, some reds, some purples, and this one will change this little icon right here. You have a star, a heart, a lightning bolt, the FragPunk imp, and of course rock on. Then moving on to the Vicious skin here, again same color updates. And then moving on to the level 2, this actually changes the grating on the back of the microphone, and these are all pretty cool, but I think this one is by far and away the coolest of the 5 that you can pick from. And then last but not least, you get the Blitzer skin here for your drumsticks. This one doesn't have a level 2 customization option, but you can change the colors a little bit here. Nothing spectacular, but what is spectacular is if we actually take these skins and jump over to the training base, and we see that it fires just like a normal Discipline. Pretty simple. But if you look at the reload animation, it basically just tunes the guitar. You can see it has some really cool sound effects there. No actual like final kill animation or anything like that. However, what it lacks there does make up in weapon inspect. So it actually lets you play the guitar on beat, and you just sit here and tap the key or whatever button this would be on your controller. And it's pretty simple. It's not doing a whole lot, but the real fun comes in when you hit this button here to switch over to free play. And you can actually play every single one of these instruments. Now, I'm not going to show you the Resolver because it is pretty much the same thing as this. It's set up pretty much the same way, as it's just a different kind of guitar. But if we look into the Meat Maker skin, this one is actually a keyboard. And again, it does the same thing. We could play on beat. It doesn't really do a whole lot here, but we can switch to free play. and actually play the keyboard. And then showing you a couple more things. This one actually turns into a microphone. It doesn't let you do anything necessarily. I mean, it's just, it may look like the sound bars are going up. I'm not sure if it's corresponding with what you're actually saying in game or not, but it is pretty cool to sit here and maybe sing a song to your enemies. And then last but not least, we have the Blitzer skin. And now you can see that it is actually a pair. And they have some pretty cool charge animations, but then we look at the weapon inspect here. Again, same thing. We'll switch over to free play. And this one's pretty basic. You only get 4 different things. You get a cymbal, you get a kick drum, you get a regular drum, and then you get your other cymbal. Again, not musically inclined. Don't know anything about this, but it is going to be fun to sit here and play. And if you have a team or a 5-stack, you guys can sit here and play a full song as an entire band. Now, it would be cool to see if all these things interact together and maybe it actually plays a song when you do this simple play with a bunch of other friends using the other skins, but that's going to have to wait to be tested once this update is live. Now, these skins are amazing, and if I remember correctly before purchasing them, the Tidal Fury Lancer bundle costs about $68.88, I think, and the bundle for all the weapons costs somewhere around 46 or somewhere in that region. And again, it is expensive, but you do get 5 Lancer outfits, so take that into consideration along with some other stuff. You get 5 weapon skins with the other thing as well, and with the Lancer bundle, you get a few other things like the lobby art, some stickers, all that good stuff. But FragPunk has actually taken it a step further and tried to help us all out. If we back out here and go to the events tab, you might spy down here where it says try skins and earn bundle coupon. Now, this is essentially going to let you try the skins, earn a sticker pack, and a coupon that is going to be worth 500 FragPunk coins off of anything you want to buy in the store. And all you have to do is equip and inspect a Tidal Fury weapon skin with friends in the training base. That's right, you're going to be able to try out new skins with friends in the training base. It's going to be absolutely insane. Now, here is a quick sneak peek of the new Lancer Aura challenges and the stuff that you're going to get from this. It looks like you're going to get some new covers, a new sticker, a new background, some sticker packs, a new name card, another sticker, pop cans, some Glue Knight coins, the normal stuff that we always get when we get a new Lancer. And then something else to keep in mind is that a new event is coming, so make sure you finish the old event if you want to collect all the stuff in here. And the new event is going to be Mirror Clash Plus. And you do earn some pretty interesting rewards here, including a new Kismet skin. But I think the one everyone's going to be talking about is Tralalala Shark with blue fucking shoes. And if we look over at the Acme 24 news, this is where you'll find your comic and everything. It looks like they have been teasing a lot of the stuff that was coming to the game. This is in fact the sonar skin that we are getting. This is the stage all set with all of the instruments that they will be playing. Here is a close-up of all the instruments. Now this one is new and you're going to be able to earn a new lobby background screen. And what's even better is that when Volume 5 comes out, you're going to be able to earn a new soundtrack to be able to play in your lobby if you don't want the Season 2, Season 1, or the closed beta lobby soundtrack. Now, we've seen this skin here and you might be asking yourself, well, we haven't seen this yet. What is that? Is that Aura? Is that a new Lancer? Is that a skin for Nitro or somebody? Well, I'm glad you asked. If we go back over to the store and scroll down just a little further, we'll see that this is the Pop Idol bundle, and this is going to be for Aura. And you're going to get her skin, a background, a cover, and a Pop Idol name card. Let's really quickly here take a look at the upgrades. You could change pretty much just the color scheme of it, but this is a really cool skin right off the bat for Aura. And it looks like they're really stepping these up because I'll be honest, the launch skin for Dex was not all that great and didn't really entice me to want to buy it. And if we look at the one for Hurricane, again, it's not all that great. But this one, for sure, I will be buying. And I don't even know if I'm going to be playing Aura yet. So that about wraps it up for all of the new stuff coming. And while I do have access to this test server, I decided I was going to go over here and check out the weapons tab just to see if there was anything different with the resolver. And as far as damage range and mag size and everything like that, it doesn't seem like they really did anything. And I also even loaded into a custom game with ranked rules just in hopes of potentially maybe they lowered the count from 2 to 1. And it doesn't look like any changes are in the test server. So I'm really hoping that just not everything is in this test server and updates to the snipers are coming. I'm holding out hope. We only have 3 more days left to find out. And if it's not, I'm going to be super disappointed. And I guess we'll just have to wait until the end of August for the chapter 2 update to see if they decide to nerf snipers, which is typically when they decide to make balancing changes to weapons and lancers and stuff like that, is either at a new season launch or a new chapter launch. We haven't typically seen them do it in a mid-season or a mid-chapter update, but the hope is still there. But let me know what you think of all of the new Lancer skins and especially the new weapon skins and them being instruments that you're able to play in game. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.